I child that time of the year. If you're in the NBA 2K, I want to get you the 6, the jump shots, everything you need to go out there and have an advantage on your competition. Go over to NBA2K26 right now. Use my code BASHWORLD, and I'm going to save your money, and you going to have this top secret stuff. I'm telling you, going to have the sauce, all right? I got you. Lock in. Yes, sir, man. Listen, I hope you locked in, all right? NBA 2K26. We in the building. Y'all know how I get down. We in the building. We back. It's another week. I got y'all with a bunch of fire bills. Some, the names is hard. For, you know what I mean? Some, got some really good attributes certain places, but we variety here, right? I'm just here to give you templates and ideas of things that you might want to make. It's that simple, man. All right? So smash the sub for your boy. You know we live streaming every day. Come through. Say what's up on Twitch. You feel me? And let's get it rocking and rolling, all right? Look. Today we making a small forward, all right? Now, the height gonna be 6'10", all right? The weight gonna be 217, and the wingspan gonna be 6'11". Now, me personally, whenever I make a build, and I gotta say this because I know a lot of people right now in that make builds or that go in and make a build and they don't do this. Make sure you put it on detailed view, all right? Because it's gonna tell your body type potentials, all right? Balance, buff, stocky, that matters, all right? Trust me, it matters. Some people be like, I don't really care about it. Does matter, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, man, in the game, if you can get one of them burly joints popping, get it rocking. Trust me, man, you won't regret it, all right? So we're making a 6'10" small forward, kind of like KD, but KD is like, he's a footer, you know what I mean? To be honest, you know what I mean? But maybe like, when they came in, Giannis was like 6'11" small forward, something around there, 6'10", you know what I mean? So there we go right there. All right, now let's get to the meat and potatoes. I already laid it out for you. You know what I mean? This build was already laid out for you. I make sure I cooked it up for y'all. So I'm going to tell y'all some of the things that I like about this build, okay? Let's start off with the shooting. Right off the back, you got Silver Deadeye. You got Set Shot Specialist Silver. You got Limitless Range Bronze. You got Shifty Shooter Bronze. You don't got many marksmen, but that's because you ain't, you know what I mean? You ain't, feel me, short, all right? So you ain't got to worry about that. But what I like about this build can shoot 88 mid-range, 3-point is 88, the free throws are 89. You're gonna make your free throws. You can play this across all game modes, you know what I mean? So that's already what we, so you can save money. Who wants to be making all these different builds, using all this VC if you don't have to? I do that, but you don't have to do that, you know what I mean? I want to save some VC. Now, I would put my max plus, I would use a max. Actually, yeah, I use a max plus 2 here just to take my set shot specialist up, you know what I mean? And then you could use your, use that on set shot specialist. It's gonna take it from gold to half, all right? Now, here's the thing though. I would use a cap breaker too, but I would use one cap breaker on set shot specialist because it's gonna turn to gold. You'll go from, all you gotta do is get your pretty much your 3-point to 89, and then it'll be gold, and you can turn that to half. So you have set shot. You can turn that to legend. Pardon me, legend. So you have set shot specialist on legend. All right. So you already got now. Look, you already got. Matter of fact, okay. All right. If we doing that, yeah. You have it on legend. Keep it on legend. Your Deadeye, you could use a max plus 1 on that if you really want to get to gold, just to make sure. Or you can use your limitless range. Actually, no. When you do that, when you turn that set shot specialist to legend, you're gonna get your limitless range automatically to silver. Use a max plus 1 on your limitless range, so at least you can shoot a little far, because that's where the sauce is at when you're in the park. You know what I mean? You want to have that limitless vibe, all right? So we good there. We good right there. I like that. I like what we cooking right there. Now you got, you know what I mean? You got one legend. You got a couple silvers for shooting. You can use your max plus 1 and turn that into gold. So now you got gold and a legend. You know what I mean? So that's lit. That's lit. Now, as far as the passing goes, break starter, Dama, versatile visionary, or silver. I feel like it get real glitchy. I like 87. Y'all know I'm an 87 guy. 87 is where I'm at with it, but everybody ain't gonna be able to do 87. You don't want to use all your attributes sometimes right there. So 80 is good enough. 80 is solid. You go get the ball where it need to go. The passing gonna be lit. Of course, you might miss the 87 or the 93, I believe, when you really want to get Magic Johnson, but don't worry, that's fine. Now the ball handling. You got ankle assassin on bronze, handles for days on bronze, strong handles on gold. That's always solid. 2 more attributes on the ball handling. If you want to pitch a cap breaker there, you could have turned that to half. If you really strong handles, if you really want that, you know what I mean? Unpluckable, we got that on bronze. So we got entry level badges here, but at least you can put the ball on the ground. You're gonna get some decent SIGs for you to move 75. It's not the best, but there's some SIGs out there. You know what I mean? You're a small 4'6", so just keep that in mind. But you will be able to a little some, maybe catch some ankles here and there. That's solid right there. Like I said, you use 2 of your attributes on ball handle. Oh no, actually no. You can't even, pardon me, you can't even get that Hall of Fame because you also got to have, actually you can, but you have to use a lot of cap breakers here. I don't think you want to pitch your cap breakers here. It's on you. If you want to, 2 on your ball handle and then 2 more on your strength, and that's 4 cap breakers, and you'll be able to get strong handles for days on Hall of Fame. So just let you know. I Speedball Boy, you got lightning launch on bronze, entry level, but you still got lightning launch. That's always good to have, you know what I mean? All right, now, as far as the defense, let's talk about the D real quick. The D is heavy. You got to come with the D. Now, I ain't gonna cap. Ain't too much going on here. You got off-ball pest on gold. You got paint patroller on bronze, entry level. Post lockdown on bronze or entry level. You're a small force, so the interior defense is there, but that's not what you want to worry about. What you want to worry about is your perimeter defense. Now, out there in that pop, boy, them boys, that D ain't that heavy. You know what I mean? So you got to make sure you pick, you know what I mean? You need a little bit of challenger. You got that on silver. A movable forcer on silver. You got, like we said, off-ball pest. You got pick dodger. You want to try to get a pick dodger a little bit up. I ain't gonna lie, because you're going to get hit with screens. You're going to get hit with screens. You're going to need that pick dodger up. I ain't going to cap. You know what I mean? Now, it says here, 83 perimeter defense. You got an 82. And you also got 75 agility to get it to at least a silver. You got a 74. You can use cap breakers there if you want to pick cap breaker. I ain't gonna lie, pick dodge, you're gonna need pick dodge out there. I'm just letting y'all know. I ain't gonna dwell on it too much, but you might wanna, now you also got challenge. You can buff up your challenger. I would do that. I'll buff up my challenge. Use your max +1, get that back with a goal. You know what I mean? That's me. I would do that. You know what I mean? I definitely do that. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, okay? 2 things I definitely think you need to do. Now, there's still, the interceptor is silver, the glove is bronze, so you got the interceptor glove, but interceptor, definitely, if you stand there, you gonna get that joint. Throw it your way, you know what I mean? So that's always solid. Now, as far as the offensive rebounding and defensive rebounding, I just learned myself that I know how to box out and all that good stuff. So I've been putting my offensive rebound a little bit higher than my defensive rebound. I've been liking how the game's been playing out. I ain't gonna cap you. I've been liking that. You know what I mean? So cap on silver, rebound chasing on silver. That's good because you're small 4'6", that's pretty solid. If you want to use your max, because you got another max if you're in a crew. You got a couple maxes if you build specialization, if you use rebound, if you did rebounding and all that stuff. Yeah, I mean, depending on what you did, you know what I mean? You go get extra max, but you have it if you want to pick this up, your rebound chase up the goal. That's on you if you want to do that, or your box out up the goal. Now, I like this build. I like for 6'10", I like it. You know what I mean? It's solid. You know what I mean? Now, the speed on it is a 78. The agility 74. Strength is at 82. You know that brick wall. You're going to be out there in the park. So having a brick wall on anything, because you're going to be setting those screens. You 6'10", you know what I mean? You 6'10" on forward. I mean, that's always good to have right there. I mean, so your first 70, so you're going to grab a board, pogo stick on silver. You know what I mean? You're going to be able to, vertical is so important. And the reason why the vert is so important because, yo, bro, you do not want to be out here and you can't jump to get a board. You don't want that. You know what I mean? Or when you jump, you can't recover. I mean, like, make sure you got your vert to a 70 or 80, and if you're really from gangster, pit at a 90. You know what I mean? Like, so, look, this is solid. I like this so far. I like what we're going with. Now, as far as takeovers, you need to unlock custom takeovers. Custom takeovers is a game changer. Holy moly, guacamole. I love it. Chef kiss. I'm enjoying myself. Custom takeovers, okay? Please, 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 please get your custom takeover. All you gotta do is unlock each takeover, and then you're gonna have a bar. It's gonna ask you to put it up. You do that, voila, okay? So there we go, bada boom, bada bang. Let's see what this build came out to be. Let's see what we got here, man. Your archetype is a sharpshooting lob threat. Okay, you know what I mean? Sharpshooting lob threat kind of hard. Look, Shay's he do Turklu. You know what I mean? I always say him for a long time. You know what I mean? He was a great Magic player though. You know what I mean? You got Cooper Flag. Shout out to Cooper Flag, first year in the league. You know what I mean? Page Vic. You know what I mean? He was a dog for the three. And so don't do bad. Just off-ball pass, strong handle, shifty shooter. That's always solid. Your free throw range and 3-pointer. Yeah, this build can definitely shoot. You shouldn't have no problem shooting on this build, right? Now your strengths is one dribble rise is good, okay? And dribble drops bombs off a catch. Drop bombs off the catch, okay? And one dribble rise is good. All right. Now your weaknesses is no above the rim game. You know, you ain't really, you know what I mean? You ain't really, you know, crazy. I didn't really go over finishing like that neither, you know, but the finisher was alright. You know what I mean? Y'all, listen, I'm giving you ideas and templates for you to take it to the next level. You feel me? So that, you don't actually.
The cameras flash, you see the drip. I'm signing autographs. I'm taking pics. I'm in my bag. I got some tricks. I do a jab and then I switch. I tell them don't talk about it, be about it. Cause you ain't on my level, man, I doubt it. If I don't get this bucket, I'ma crash out. As soon as he see my numbers, he just passed out and said, yeah, 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 you got it, yeah, 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 you got it, yeah, 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 you got it, yeah, 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 you got it. I was made for the game, let me tell you how I'm stepping. Got the sauce like Curry, I be shooting like I'm stepping. I just hit the buzzer for the game, look how I'm flexing. Triple, double, trouble, baby, look at how I'm shuffling. I go Rain Man on them like I'm Sean.